Hey, welcome back to Dairy State Vegan. I'm Mariah, your Dairy State Vegan, and welcome back to my Vegan Party Snacks series where I teach you all kinds of recipes so that you can prove to all of your friends and family that even though you're vegan, you can bring more than a salad to the party. Stay tuned. All right, so in last week's video, I showed you a pretty time-dependent appetizer. Though delicious, you need to have time to throw it together. In today's video, I'm gonna show you two different versions of dips you can make. They go together super quickly. They're a huge crowd pleaser, and they're so good. So I hope you'll enjoy them. One is a pizza dip, and one is a buffalo chicken dip. Let's get cooking. Okay, so for our first dip of the evening, we're going to take 2 containers of Trader Joe's vegan cream cheese and spread it into a pie pan. You can really do this in any baking dish, but I find the pie pan keeps it kind of circular like a pizza, and it just looks pretty. You can also use any vegan cream cheese you'd like, Tofutti, Aldi, whatever you want. I'm a big fan of the Trader Joe's and the Aldi when it comes to these kind of foods, but you can use whichever vegan cream cheese is your favorite. Once we have this evenly laid out in the pan, I always say vegan cream cheese is lacking seasoning. So I'm just gonna sprinkle a pinch of salt to layer this level and put a little garlic over the top. And while you're doing this, make sure you're heating your oven to 400 degrees for the baking process. All right, now that we have that layer seasoned, I'm gonna add just a vegan marinara. You can make your own or add the marinara of your choice. I already had one open in my fridge that I had to use up. So we are just going with what we have. You want to leave a generous layer, but not so much that it's going to make it soupy. And now it's time to add our vegan mozzarella. I'm using the Daiya Cutting Board Collection mozzarella. They have really stepped it up with their cutting board collection, and it melts really well. And I think it tastes really good. So I'm just going to add a couple handfuls. It even smells like mozzarella. I don't know, Daiya must have heard that everybody hated them because they have stepped up their game. I had about half a bag left in my fridge, so I'm gonna add that whole half bag. And then to the top of this, we're gonna add some vegan pepperoni. And you can use whatever pizza toppings you prefer. Just growing up, we always had this just with pepperoni, and that's how I prefer it. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little Italian seasoning over the top of this then. And I'm gonna add a little of the vegan Follow Your Heart Parmesan. And I'm gonna put this to the side so we can prep our buffalo chicken dip, and then we will pop them both in the oven at the same time. All right, so our next dip is super simple as well. That's kind of the beauty of dips. They're so easy. I'm gonna use some of these Light Life Smart Tenders. You could also use, if you don't like mock meat alternatives in this situation, some jackfruit. I could not find it at my Trader Joe's, so we are using the Smart Tenders. We're just gonna chop them small. All right, now that we have our vegan chicken chopped, we're gonna add to a bowl 2 containers. of our Trader Joe's vegan cream cheese. Again, you can use whatever your favorite is. I'm a big fan of the Trader Joe's or the Aldi's. It's delicious and it's economical. I made a batch of buffalo sauce. You can pre-buy it, but if you want to know how to make it, I made it in my boneless buffalo wings video, which I will link in the iCards above. And I'm just adding about 1/3 of that to this bowl. We're gonna add our vegan chicken, about 1/4 to 1/3 of a cup of vegan Parmesan. I'm using the Follow Your Heart. About a teaspoon of salt. And garlic. And we're just gonna mix this together. Once our buffalo dip is well mixed, we're just gonna transfer it into a baking dish. You could honestly also just mix it in the baking dish. Just for aesthetics of this video, I didn't, but if you don't care if there's a little slop up the sides of your dish, go ahead and save yourself the dirty dishes and just mix it all right in here. Then I'm gonna top it with just a little bit of our Violife, just like cheddar shreds. This isn't necessary, but I just think it gives it like a pretty look. And you can use whatever cheddar shreds you like. These are the ones I happen to have. I also like the Daya cutting board shreds and the Follow Your Heart. And we're gonna sprinkle a little more of our Follow Your Heart Parmesan shreds, just for some of that salty, kind of hard cheesy flavor. Now that both of our dips, our pizza and our buffalo chicken are prepped, I'm gonna pop them into a 400-degree oven for about 20 minutes or until all our cheese is melty and it's slightly browned on the top. All right, so everything is out of the oven, and I don't know if you can hear it, but listen. It's like bubbling and hot. We're just gonna top our buffalo chicken dip with a little bit more buffalo sauce. I also have extra on the side if people want to add it. And then I like to add green onions to that as well, just to give it a little brightness. Here you have our buffalo chicken dip vegan and our pizza dip veganized. Now to serve these, you can serve them with whatever you like. I like to cut up a baguette. And then also corn chips, Fritos are a really good option. This is just the Trader Joe's version. And pretzels, that way everyone has options. And there you have our dips for our vegan party food series. Well, I hope you enjoyed these recipes. I hope they've helped to give you some inspiration for what to bring either to the next football game, Thanksgiving meal, or holiday party you have coming up in your schedule. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Every time you like and comment on my videos, it just helps my channel out a whole lot. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for our next recipe next week. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss a single video. And I will talk to you all next weekend. Thank you again for letting me show you that it's easy to be vegan, even in the dairy state. Bye.